Welcome back. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Holy Spirit of the divine highest order of white light. What do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? All right, there's a lot of transmission, transport. I was even shown like the front of a big rig truck. But you know, the thing was I was shown like the head of the truck, but not the trailer. Like there's no trailer there, but you know, this is used for a means of transporting heavy or multiple items. But it's, I guess, you know, when they don't have the trailer attached, that means they're free and clear, right? Or they're on their way to pick up, or they just dropped off some sort of load. All right. Okay, we getting started, y'all. Thank you for that, Spirit. What else do you have? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? I heard trailer hitch. All right, I'm really wanting to zoom in on the image I'm being shown. This is like a typical truck driver, whatever they may look like to you in your mind. They're like kind of sitting in some sort of contemplation, but it's like a waiting, like a Three of Wands energy. But is it like waiting for expectation purposes, or is it like the reverse Three of Wands, to where they know that there's nothing else here, like there's no more work or there's nothing left to transport, so their work is done? But it's not like I heard disqualified just now, so I was gonna say it's not like, you know, oh, job well done, now you're free, you can go home. No, this is like the work's dried up because they're smoking a cigarette. So for me, that means that maybe they're kind of stressed or worried, or they're just waiting by the phone sort of energy. The Eight of Cups fell out on the floor in the upright. Just want to make note of that. So yeah, y'all, this is some sort of anxiousness, but maybe it's like acceptance of that's it. That's all that there is. So there's no more hitching up to a trailer in that aspect. So they know that there's no more jobs. There's no more cargo to transport and get paid for it. So it's like a delivery of goods here, but that's dried up. It's no more. Ooh, thank you, Spirit, for that. Okay, yeah. Wow. Well, that's the channel energy, but we need to, you know, zoom in a little bit more with a higher powered lens here, you know, with spiritual eyes and see what's going on. But I want to get some visuals in front of me with the cards. Ooh, this is how it's done, y'all, every day. Every day that I'm able to do this. Because I've told y'all before, I don't normally just pull cards just to check the weather. I don't do that kind of thing because I do take this serious. So this is only if I'm drawn to the cards do I come and begin to shuffle and spread. All right. But thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all's likes, your shares, your comments, subscription to the channel, the membership, all of that. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you. All right, I heard good old guidance just now. So possibly somebody's listening to wisdom. So while they're on the side of the road smoking the cigarette, wondering if the phone's gonna ring to where they can go pick up a delivery, or, you know, just have a job ready, available for them so they can get paid. While they're doing that, they're receiving some wisdom. So I'm even hearing like downloads at this time. All right, y'all, we got plenty of cards out here. So let's see what's going on. We got the Eight of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. This is release. So this is release from fear, doubt, and worry. Those were specifically things I heard with this Eight of Swords reversed. So somebody's released from this. I don't know if this is the person smoking a cigarette, waiting for a job call offer that may not ever come ever again. I don't feel like that's connected to them, but Spirit, tell me more about this Eight of Swords reverse with the release. All right, so I'm hearing transparency. I heard that in the beginning because I said I was hearing trans words, but transport and all of that kind of stuff kind of trumped the transparency, but it's coming back up again as a reminder that it was stated in the beginning. I just didn't say it out loud. All right, so Spirit, okay, so there's some sort of escape energy here. Freedom of worry is what we heard, but then I'm getting escape with the transparency. All right, Spirit, make it plain for me, please. All right, so somebody was about to give me the long story short. All right, long story short, it's over. And that was the man telling me, the truck driver, that was them saying, okay, well, long story short. And then I didn't hear what came next, so I had to pause, and then it's over. Because perhaps that truck driver is still trying to find the words to acknowledge that it's over. They understand that it's a possibility that that phone is not going to ring ever again saying, okay, we're ready, come pick up the load, and this is the amount of money. And I'm not talking about, I could be, but I wasn't really specifically talking about an actual truck driver. This is metaphorically. So we're talking about somebody who consistently had a role to play, but they were also receiving compensation for it. And they depended heavily on that phone to ring to say, okay, we're ready. Come on and pick up this load and carry it somewhere else. And then you'll receive your money. Y'all, this is connected to something. I heard sinister just now, but I feel like it. Okay, so I'm hearing death and burial. I knew it was connected to a job. So we could be talking about somebody who operated in the occult. So their job was to get rid of something or to take something elsewhere, but that could be by some sort of magical representation. They would wait for the phone to ring because they knew that somebody was calling upon them to handle something. But to be okay, so even as a truck driver, you have to have you have to be certified in that, right? Certificates, you got to know how to drive this, handle this. If this arises, you got to be able to do this. And then you have to have the physical means to be able to get it done. And then you have to possibly either be like an independent contractor, or if you work for a company, you have people vouching for you. You have like reviews, or you do a good job. So it's noted, it's known that you're going to get it done. You're going to be able to, in a timely manner or efficiently, whatever it is, it's basically guaranteed energy. Like it's going to happen. We're going to get it there. With the transport energy. So y'all, it's going there. The energy is there, y'all. To where this person is knowing that whatever it is that they hitch their trailer up to is no more. And now I'm wondering the possibility of me seeing the truck driver, but not the trailer itself, but the head of the truck, and they're outside of the truck smoking a cigarette, wondering if the phone's going to ring. But, the truck driver clarified to me that it was over. So that makes me wonder, did the truck stall and, there's no help around? But when I hear it's over, and now that I'm going through that energy, it's over. Like they got to walk home. It's not even a rescue attempt for them. So there's not going to be a wrecker who's going to come tow the truck to the nearest shop to have it repaired so they can get back on the road and start making money. No, it's over. Okay, we got it, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, so release. There is a release here. So I'm hearing they lost their official title. So this person's no longer considered a truck driver. But we're talking about something that we heard was sinister. So they're no longer this person anymore. And I'm hearing the word defeatism, defeat. So there was something that came in and overpowered. I heard overshadowed just now, but overpowered was the energy. But if we're talking about an overshadow, it means that title was taken away from them. Like you can't do this job anymore. Like you don't meet the qualifications or the certifications to be able to do this anymore. So, to sum this up, y'all, because I don't want it to be long, but we're already there. To sum this up, somebody who was responsible for making magic happen in whatever kind of way, it felt like it felt like death energy. They've been stricken. Stricken is what I'm hearing. So they were possibly stricken with illness, or they stricken others with illnesses. They're not able to do this anymore. They've been released from that position, but by being released, that means that, basically their world is dried up. There's no means. The phone's not ever going to ring again. And that's how they made their money. All right. We got it, y'all, right? We got it. We got it. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to move to these two cards here because they're closest. Well, not considering this Queen of Cups, who's like, what about me? That's what I'm hearing. What about me? Okay, we're going to get to you, Queen of Cups, but let's see what this is here. But this might be the reason why the Queen of Cups is saying, what about me? Hello? Before you go over there, what about me? Let's see what these are, because that's what I'm getting, y'all. It's energy. Uh-oh. This is why. I love how this plays out. Okay, so we got a Knight of Wands reverse, and we got a King of Wands reverse. But before I even get into this, we heard it was over. They told us out of their own mouths it's over. So for them to even admit this is huge. This is huge. So we're talking about a Knight of Wands who escalated into a King of Wands, but they're both reversed. So this one graduated. They went from having to move around to being staying still, like stable. Like all they had to do was make a phone call at this point when they became this King of Wands, and it was done. They were the ones usually carrying out the action, but they got to a point to where, it was just pick up the phone. Are you available? You busy? What you got going on? I need you for something. So I'm hearing recruitment. Okay. The Queen of Cups is still kind of like, hello, You wait a minute. You wait a minute. I'm over here talking about what you don't want me to acknowledge. Because this is tied to you. I'm understanding that now. All right, let's see what's behind this King of Wands. I hadn't even gotten to the characteristics of this, but I feel like we already went over that with the truck driver. All right, I'm hearing the word dismayed and dismissal right now. Behind the King of Wands reverse, the Two of Pentacles. This is a decision. So the decision has been made. I'm hearing qualified, unqualified. I heard just and unjust or unjust. So we're getting two different stories here, y'all. The Queen of Cups is saying it's one way, and then the King of Wands is saying it's a whole nother way. But I look at the Two of Pentacles being on the side of this King of Wands reverse, as in I heard front runner. So they are the ones who saying, you know what, I laid each and every one of these bricks to this building. So how dare you even say that you have a say in what's going on with this Two of Pentacles, says this King of Wands. He's talking to the Queen of Cups, because remember the Queen of Cups was like trying to distract me from even coming over here first. I heard acknowledge. So they didn't even want me to come over here and acknowledge this. Let's see why. Let's see why. And then we're going to revisit and understand and confirm why with this energy. Let's see what the Queen of Cups got going on over here, since she wanted my attention so badly. I'm filling out the Queen of Cups energy, y'all, because this is the one who's going to start out. Well, see, this is really how it happened. So this is somebody who has a different, obviously, perspective, because we received that earlier, just now. The King of Wands is saying one thing. The Queen of Cups is saying a whole nother different thing. What else about this Queen of Cups, Spirit? What's going on? Okay, now she just started crying on me. Now the tears are flowing. Like she's anxious and she's been wanting to get something out, but this is what she's trying to manipulate me as the reader. Just this. Now see, this is how it happened. And then I turned my back for 1 second to talk to y'all. Now she's in tears, crying, and still trying to talk through the tears, the fake tears. Mind you, this is somebody who wants automatic sympathy here. Well, let's see why. Okay, I just wanted to fill out where this one stood. So let's see what's going on. We got the Nine of Cups reversed. So obviously they never thought that something would run out, is how I'm seeing this. And it's like these two are like not parallel, but you know, they're connected in some kind of way with this Nine of Cups. So it's like an unlimited resource or an untapped resource. So I'm hearing now that this King of Wands was looked at as some sort of servant energy to this Queen of Cups. And it could be vice versa, because both of them have their own version of the truth. But somebody's lying with this Two of Pentacles here. And then that distraction energy that was coming from this Queen of Cups. I'm hearing now that neither one of them can be trusted here. But let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. There's plenty of cards right here, but let's see. Underneath this is the Ace of Wands. We were talking about an untapped, unlimited resource here with this Ace of Wands. So this is giving me phallic symbol right off the bat. There's something here. Well, okay, so we were told that this King of Wands was some sort of servant to this Queen of Cups. Look at the wands. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. It was supposed to be unlimited. So the Three of Swords right now is telling me that something got broken apart or off, or I heard misjudgment here. So this Queen of Cups had things a little misconstrued, and possibly it could be on that King of Wands as well. Okay, so I'm being reminded of this Eight of Wands where I heard there's an unhitched trailer energy. So something was unhinged. I'm hearing dis, words like D-I-S, like dis, that means like a separation. And we were looking at the truck driver to where it was the head of the truck, but there was no trailer. There were no more jobs. Oh, phallic symbol. So the phone stopped ringing with the truck driver. They were waiting for the phone to ring. Phone stopped ringing. No more jobs. All right, y'all, it's going to come together. We got the puzzle pieces. We're putting it together. All right, let's see what these cards are. I'm just going to run through these, y'all, because it's a lot of them. But they're face down. So this is what the Queen of Cups is keeping from us. They don't want us to know this part. So through all of those tears and that explanation of what it was and how their version of it comes out, the manipulation of it all, this is what they're not saying right here. Let's turn it over. So I'm hearing like emotionally worked hard. So that would be the manipulation aspect, but that's when I saw that Eight of Pentacles, but I heard emotionally, but we're talking about pentacles. So this Queen of Cups making this King of Wands some sort of servant energy to them, to the Queen of Cups. This Eight of Pentacles, there was a lot of hard work and intention put into something. Let's see what's behind that. The Five of Swords. I told you couldn't trust either one of these, so why would they think that they could trust one another? Like, it's one of those things to where, okay, so I heard business arrangement. This was a business arrangement. But if we were talking about a phallic symbol energy, but the Knight of Wands reversed to be a hoe energy. Like everybody can get it. But they graduated to a King of Wands. But still in the reverse. So they're still in their hoish ways, but they're more stable. This is more, okay, so there was a recruitment here. This was more them sitting back and just picking up the phone like, can you do this for me? I need you to handle this. So that was the business energy. So that's why this Queen of Cups felt that this King of Wands will always be in some sort of servient mode, because this Queen of Cups is the one who came up with the lifestyle, the idea of an opportunity. Okay, this is what I'm getting on. But this King of Wands already came fully qualified and skilled for something. Like it was already in them. But this Queen of Cups, when they came along, they saw more of an opportunity here with this Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so hence the business relationship. All right, so the Five of Swords means that somebody had other ideas here. Okay, this is going back to this eight of swords reverse, where something's been released. Someone's free from the words that I said. I don't recall right now. But this Five of Swords, somebody had a different plan here. And every time somebody went against the plan, okay, so there was hell to pay. So that would explain why this King of Wands is in a subservient role to this Queen of Cups. There was hell to pay behind an action that went against the plan, because somebody was very hard at work here and focused on this. This was a business opportunity. Behind the Five of Swords, y'all, we got the Two of Swords. So I just heard, so what if next time this happens or that happens? So this was something that was continuously done to kind of spite this Queen of Cups. But she got to a point till she was like, well, if this happens next time, then I don't know what I'm going to do, is what that Two of Swords is telling me. So there obviously is a decision that needs to be made at this point, or either we're getting into the energy of that decision's been made. But let's see what's behind this Two of Swords. We got the Six of Wands. Whatever it was, it brought this Queen of Cups a short-term victory. Whatever decision they made. Behind this betrayal with the Five of Swords, going against the plan, they made a decision that brought them a victory. It's short-lived, but it's a victory, to say the least. Behind the Six, look at this. I'm not surprised to see the Magician, because there was some reason why this King of Wands was subservient. And there's another reason why this Queen of Cups said there will be hell to pay. And then they already had it configured. What if next time this happens? And the decision that they made, the Magician came on board with this one. Like, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. So, to this Queen of Cups. Oh, you can? With the Sun card. That would be awesome. This would be a life changer. This would be this. This would be that. I can do so much if this went through. Look at the Two of Swords. It was a decision that this Queen of Cups made that they knew would be life changing. What was that decision, y'all? Oh my, because the Queen of Cups, mind you, was in tears trying to, you remember they were trying to distract me from over here with this King of Wands reverse and this Knight of Wands reverse. Like, come over here and see what I got to say first. And then they started crying on me, so that kind of let me know, here we go. Here comes the waterworks. What's this show all about? Magician and the Sun, y'all. What would that mean to you? That would be some sort of magical energy, right? But something that they had already thought through with this Two of Swords. Because they made it their notion to make some sort of promise that if this Knight of Wands or King of Wands ever stepped out of line again, whatever it was that they were thinking about doing was going to be a for sure, and it looks like it paid off. But the only thing is that Six of Wands is short term, meaning there's still more work to do. But we got some promising cards here, but by way of that Magician, of course, because there had to be some sort of extra elemental plays or energies at play to favor this Queen of Cups, because she called on it. All right, behind the Sun, I have a Page of Wands reverse. Uh-oh. 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 Trigger warning, y'all. Trigger warning. Because y'all know I got the child energy, right? And I told you this Queen of Cups made a threat. And I was like, well, what was the decision? What were they going to do? That Page of Wands reverse means there's a loss, there's an emptiness, there's a sadness I'm getting from this card. That Page of Wands could represent a child. This Queen of Cups possibly threatened to do something to their child. If they have a child in common, this Queen of Cups threatened to do something. That's why this That's why this King of Wands was subservient. But it's over. That Two of Pentacles means there's a decision here about finances that needs to be made. Y'all got hot all of a sudden, but I know what I'm picking up on is because there's a lot of fire surrounding this energy, because that means that there is some sort of temptation energy around this. There's I heard sickness, but a sickness like a mental illness. Definitely demonic presence. Definitely. I mean, this can't be hidden at this point. So this is why that Queen of Cups was fighting to get my attention, so they could come tell the story first. They want to be the ones to say what happened first before this King of Wands speaks up about it. So I'm already here to where if you had to listen in on the Queen of Cups story versus the King of Wands story, which one would you believe? But that's where they are at. They are at a place to where they want to get everybody on board, whoever it is, if it's the King of Wands or the Queen of Cups, they want people to come listen to them first, because they feel like if they speak up first, then that'll be acknowledged as the truth. Oh, that's the energy, y'all. So that's the world that they're living in right now. This is to disprove, I'm hearing. Disprove something. So there's already something being stated about this Queen of Cups, but she's like, hello, come over here first so I can talk to you, so you can really get the true version. But it's like, is it really though? And just because you're distracting me and getting my attention to tell me what happened first doesn't mean that that's going to be the truth. But then again, I said I heard that you couldn't trust either one of them. So collective, are one of these two about to reach out to you about some sort of dispelling of a rumor or something that's looming around them that is true? Where there's smoke, there's fire, but both of them are trying to reach you first so you can hear the real deal from them, but it may not necessarily be the real deal. Could have something to do with a child. I don't know what happened to the child. Hopefully, I'm hoping the child is still with us, but I started getting hot, y'all. Like, did something happen to the child? And who did it? Who really did it here? Like, why are you, Queen of Cups, distracting me to tell me your version? There's a version here of somebody wants to get it out first. But I acknowledge that because I came over here to the King of Wands first, because I already knew the Queen of Cups was like, hello, want me to come over here and talk to her first. Okay, so I'm hearing this King of Wands is being silent for a reason. I don't know if it's out of fear, because maybe they did do something, but maybe it's not how the Queen of Cups is interpreting or saying or putting it out there, because I heard dispelling a rumor. But they're keeping quiet about it, and maybe they're trying to be hidden. But then that subservient energy with that Two of Pentacles, that Queen of Cups possibly is threatening them with something that has to do with how they get money. Duh, yes. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. All right, behind the Page of Wands reverse, we got the Three of Pentacles. So to me, this means, okay, wait, hold on. There were a couple of things coming in, but let me stick with what's most relevant here. Spirit, what's the Three of Pentacles reverse? Y'all got stuck just now because there's something else coming in that I want to say, but I don't want to say, because it's like, I don't even want to, but I know that I have to. because the word was like like it was just in front of me in bold red blinking lights, like I had to say it. Like, okay, so this is a bit transparency and a bit personal for me, but I know Holy Spirit puts things in front of my face for a reason. Whether it's to acknowledge that, hey, this person might be talking about you, or, and then you can do something to try to, improve yourself, or acknowledge the fact that maybe this is true, or it's to call them on their BS. I don't know which way this is going, and I'm not going to hold back for anybody. But I kept hearing like the bark is louder than the bite. But I feel it's according to what somebody posted. It's another tarot card reader, and it just happened to come across my feed. I don't listen to this person regularly, but when I saw that, again, I feel like Spirit just puts things right front and center in your face to acknowledge. Now, what you do with that information, we all have free will. It's up to you how you want to handle it, if you want to handle it. I said that I wasn't going to entertain it because I said they're not talking to me. But there came a time just now when I wanted to use a word or a phrase or make a statement about something that was directly tied to that. But now it's like I fell short because of that. I'm like, well, that's another devil's device. Like, this person, do they even know that they were used in that way? They may, of course, they wouldn't acknowledge that. But, that's how spirituality works. That's why you never point fingers. Because that can turn around and happen to you, right? So I'm going to tell y'all what I heard. I heard Lifetime movie, but that was triggering for me because of the post that I ran across from another reader saying that readers are sounding like Lifetime or the Lifetime movie tarot readers. And they put tarot readers in quotations like, okay, I know that was an attempt to call out fake readers, but it's like I actually use that. I have used Lifetime movies. That's what it was. I have used that term because that's what it feels like to me, even as a reader. I'm not going to second guess or discount where I'm getting this channel energy from. But to have that come across my feed, I'm like, wow, am I supposed to take that personal because I've said that? And do they watch me and then they think that, they consider me a quote unquote tarot card reader? Like, it's that, but I didn't want to take it personal, and I'm still trying not to, but that was a triggering moment for me just now. That's why I paused, but I know that needed to be said. But on another instance, it's like, can we just stay in our lane? I could see if somebody's getting at you and you want to publicly defend yourself, that's one thing. But to just call out random things about other readers, I mean, if you're the real deal, you don't have to showcase yourself as that by putting down other, if you want to say quote unquote readers. They'll meet their own demise. You don't worry about that. But to call them out, and then it's like a word that I use, I'm still stuck like, wow, was that an attack? Or is that, what do they call that? When you kind of do stuff below the radar, like you don't come out and say it, but you say it, like that sort of thing. That's like passive aggressive even. I don't know what that is because I don't live like that. But, there are things that I could call out that I don't. Like I could call out, so many things, but I don't, because at the end of the day, it's insignificant to me. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to say that. But then the thing is, it's like the pushback is like, now people are going to say that, oh, wow. So yeah, she does say Lifetime movie. So yeah, that's the reader she's talking about. I mean, that's fine. You could come up with your own assumptions, but it's not going to affect me either way. I mean, yeah, the subscription count could go down. Y'all could start a hate train. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. This is not new to me. I'm true to this. This has been me all my life. I've always been under attack for no reason at all. So I'm used to this. Like, I'm conditioned at this point. I'm wise enough to even recognize what it is before it even comes, because I receive those intuitive downloads like, oh, okay, Let me go ahead and prepare for this. And then boom, it happens. So it's what it is. But my thing is, I wish people would just worry about themselves. Now, it's okay if somebody's doing an injustice to you and affecting you, then yes, by all means, stand up for yours. But you have people who rely on readings because they don't have the intuitive insight. So if they hear you say something just based off of just some sort of generic energy, just because you felt a certain type of way and you wanted to say it, but it's affecting people who should not be affected, then that's another thing. But that's karma that you're going to have to deal with. And I'm not specifically targeting this reader. This is for everybody. This is even for myself because I'm not perfect. So I have to be careful, but I will definitely stand up for mine. So if I feel that you are personally attacking me, oh, it's on. But this one was just triggering because I use those terms and it's like, wow. And I don't know if she even knows I exist, but if she did, she probably would be like, man, yeah, I wasn't even talking about you. So, it's like, wow, I wish we could just do better and just focus on the main thing. Keep the main thing, the main thing. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And for those readers who out there who are taking advantage and abusing their spiritual gifts, let them. Let them. Because the ones who are following them, they got lessons to learn as well. I even say with me, if you're people who are around me or a part of my circle or whatever that is, if you're not growing, why are you even here? I don't want people around me who are staying stuck and stagnant. I can't do that. Let me worry about being stuck. If I'm stuck, trust and believe I'm maneuvering my way out of something. Because that's what I do. But for people who rely on readings because they need wisdom, because they don't have those inherited gifts, who's really leading the flock astray by making generalized statements and that could essentially affect and target people who are innocent? Like, please stop. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better. Anyway, y'all, that was my little thing. It's been heavy on my heart, and I knew I had to say it. So I said it, and it is what it is. It's whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to stay focused on what I do, and whoever wants to be here will be here. If you don't, then you don't. Like, there are no tricks up my sleeve. I'm not blowing smoke at the camera. I'm not, taking shots before I don't even drink or smoke. I mean, I don't do those things. I don't need gimmicky things. I don't have to sell you on anything. It's the same deck I've been using for almost 5 years now. Like, I'm not the gimmicky type. I don't need things to attract you and keep you entertained. I'm here for the messages. So I hope y'all acknowledge that, and thank you for giving me that time to say that. But I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Behind the Three of Pentacles is the Fool card reverse. So I feel like this Queen of Cups has put themselves into a position, I heard, in a pickle. So they're in a pickle of a situation because now they got to get themselves out of this, whatever this is that we went over. All right, we got 2 more cards here. Let's see what I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Those who have been here from day one, and even if you just hopped on board yesterday, I mean, I know there's a reason why you're still here. So I appreciate you. All right. This ain't easy, y'all. It's never easy. It's never easy, but I'm going to keep doing what I do. All right. Six of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Spirit, tell us more. All right, so this is looking like somebody needs a getaway. They need, like, I heard, intense release. So they need some sort of getaway out of a situation. But this might even be spiritual. Like, they need to be released from whatever bond or whatever contractual energy that they're under or in. But, this could be why this King of Wands is staying silent and they're not really saying much. And this Queen of Cups was the one who wanted to go ahead and give their side of the story first. But to me, that's usually the one who's lying. I mean, their aggressive energy in the beginning was telling me that anyway. Like, but they manipulated me or tried to, because I was already hip to game. And I went and came to check out this King of Wands. I didn't get a lot of information even at the time because this one was like, come over here first. And they had the most story over here, but you see how silent this one is over here? This one's staying quiet. I'm going to do an extended to see why this King of Wands is over here just quiet. Like, is it because they're hiding something or they can't be revealed or implemented in something, or whatever this Queen of Cups is saying is ringing some truth, but it's not the 100% total truth? And that Five of Pentacles is letting me know that somebody is out in the cold. Chariot reverse. Yeah, they're stuck. They're not going anywhere, but that's because there's two versions of something that happened. But we're going to get into the extent of that in the extended, y'all. So I hope this helps.